Hi everyone, my name is Xingzhe and welcome to our final project presentation. Our app is called My Way, so let's start. And there are two members of our team, Yuka and me, and I'm very happy to work with Yuka. She's very hardworking, and we also learn so many things from each other too. Then here is a path that I will follow to introduce our app. First of all, I will introduce the backend and how to test the backend. And then it's the front end. Inside of the front end, I will explain why we use the Redux. And then it's the front end test. After that, finally, I will introduce the deployment and the challenges. Now, first of all, I want to introduce the developing environment. In the root path, we can see the backend folder. The backend folder is used to establish the server. And the front-end folder here is a React app. And inside of the front-end folder, I also set the proxy for it because we want to use some scripts in the package JSON in root path to run the backend and the front-end together when we are developing our app. Here are all the packages that I used in backend. We can see the Express, the .env, and for testing, I use Jest and Supertest to test the backend. And we also have a workshop of Postman, and every time I already establish an API in our backend, I will set the API in the Postman too, and then Yuka also can use it in the workshop. Then other folders like the file of Cedar is very similar to Rails. When we are running it, the Cedar.js can help us to create some initial data, and all of this initial data are saved in the folder of data. Then is the midware folder, and we can see the auth midware. It can help us to do the authentication, and also the error midware and the validation. They can help us to catch the error during we are sending the request. Then the upload folder is used to save the images that we upload to our backend. And then about the backend test, I will use an example to explain it. As I mentioned before, we are using the Jest and Supertest. So here is an example to update the information of one site. First of all, we need to sign in, and then after we sign in, we can get the token of this user, and then we need to find another site inside of the sites. The site name is name of the site. And then we can use the ID of the site to send the put request to the URL that we want to test. And then we need to set the body like this. You can see we change the name into change name. And then we also need to set the content type and the tokens here. Then finally, we want to get the new name of this site is change name. And the second page, the second image shows the final result of the API test. For the front end, we want to use Redux to control all the states because when we are using the use reducer of hook, we found that all the reducers only can be write in one JS file, but in our app there are many states need to be controlled. So there are many reducers, on the control in Redux, we can separate the reducers into different JS files, so it's very convenient for us to find which part is wrong when we get some errors. And finally, we can combine all the reducers together in one JS file. And also, there are some very useful dev tools can help us to check the state when we are using our app, and we can check how they changes. And then for the front-end test part, actually at the beginning, we also want to use the Jest to test the front-end. But when we are trying it, we found that the settings of Bubble is a little bit confused. So after that, you can find another way to test the front-end. She want to use Cypress. And inside of the site press, we found that during we are testing, we also can record the video, so it's very convenient. And about deployment for the backend, we use Heroku, and we only deploy the backend folder, and we also solve some problems like secure the Node.js applications and set a course. Then for the front end, we use a Netlify. It's similar to backend. We only deploy the front end folder and we cancel the proxy because until now we need to send a request to the Heroku API. So we just changed the API URL like this. About the challenges, the first one is upload image, download image with Malter, and how to show the downloaded image in front end. Then the second one is how to write Redux, because the coding part of Redux is really complicated. Then the third one is the bubble settings, and the final one is how to secure the Node.js applications with the content security policies. Okay, my part is end. Then Yuka will show you our app and she will introduce more about it.
Hi, I'm going to walk through our application. First of all, I'm going to log in. And when you log in, it shows your username up here. And just below the navbar, there is weather search bar, and you can search the weather where you want to go. And this is about page, and this image and this title is from Find Your Way page, which is recommended sites from the admin. So the images is from those images, and title is these titles. And when you go back and click the image, it takes you to the site detail page, and there is a description and location detail, and you can check in the Google Map. And also you can comment from here. So for example, when you want to comment and click post comment, it shows successfully comment. When you click OK, the comment you post is here. And when you go to blog page, it shows all the blog posts, and only the article you posted can delete from here. And when you click the image, it takes you to the article page, and you can comment from here just like site page. And when you go to my home page, there is two options. One is my details and the other is my blogs. And when you click my detail, it shows your current detail, and you can update your detail from here. And when you go back, and you can manage your blogs from here. So you can delete your article from this page as well, and you can create the blog post from this page. And now I'm going to log out and log in as an admin user. And when you log in as an admin, it shows admin only menu. And when you go to site list, it shows all the sites table, and you can create site and edit the site and delete. When you click create a site, this is the site post form, and you can create from this button. and you can delete the sites and edit this button. And when you go to user list page, it shows user ID, username, email, and if admin or not. And the admin can delete only common user. For example, when you want to delete Jen, now you deleted the user. And also, admin user delete any blogs from here. And when you click delete button, admin deleted the post. That's all for walkthrough application. Thank you so much.